This is chapter 10 of Reservation Road. This chapter is called Runaway Train. As I mentioned last one, Broken Home, last chapter, I have, everybody was looking at me different. So I really was never really feeling, where I can be me, I guess. So the closest person I had to me at that time that made a huge impact was my grandmother, my dad's mom. And my grandma Marge, she taught me unconditional love. She didn't look at me differently. She would tell me things about how great I was, and just always made me feel special. And with her, I always described her as my safe house. Like I said, a place for me to feel safe and to let my guard down, where I didn't always have to feel I was like on guard. So my grandmother lived with my father, and there was a point in time me and my brother was living at my mom's house with my older brother, and my younger brother wanted to move to my dad's house, and me, I was just numb. I really didn't care where we lived. Me and my two brothers, that was special to me. But my grandma being at my dad's house was also something that was huge for me. So we ended up moving to my dad's. Long story short, we ended up moving to my dad's house from my mom's, and we lived there, and it was kind of a good time in my life. It was my 8th grade year. I got to go to this school called Calvary Academy, and I got to meet a lot of quality people there. And that year actually was probably one of the most peaceful years of my childhood. And like I said, I met a lot of great people, Coach Wilson, Coach Rain, all of my classmates, 7th and 8th grade, that I was close with. That year was special, and that year probably kept me probably from not going completely crazy in my upcoming years. It kind of grounded me a lot and built morals there. So anyway, fast forward till I'm 16, I'm in high school, and when I got to my dad's house, and it was great having my grandma there, but I really didn't get along with my stepmom, neither did my brother. She just had a good way of making us not feel welcomed, and really, just controlling. Just many reasons why I didn't like her, but just the worst feeling about her when I saw her. So anyway, I kept running away, and I kept getting caught, and I'd come back. But no one in my family knew, but my grandma, who lived with us and was very protective, is the one who actually dropped me off at the train. And she told me something I'll never forget. She said, if you're going to make it in this world, you're going to have to make it on your own. And I was like, wow, I'm 16. I was a runaway. I had the police looking for me. So I really couldn't work. I couldn't get a job. So it literally was living on the streets. People to help me out. A lot of kind people. And there was definitely people there that helped me along my way. And I left, and I went down to Bloomington Normal from the south side of Chicago, and met a lot of people there. Met a lot of great people there. I spent from 16 until I was about 20, 21 there. I got to find myself through a ton of mistakes. We did stuff I wasn't proud of. I had, but I did a lot of stuff I was proud of. One of the things there that I can really say kind of showed my character, I believe, looking back, and I guess my desire to, I always wanted to be a good human being. And so I always wanted to push myself and do good things. So I don't know how many of you guys know, but I've never heard of a runaway getting themselves enrolled in school. I ran away and I went to a small town called Leroy. And I went there, and we went there in 7th grade. My mom had moved down there. So I went back there, and they just assumed I was living back with my stepdad, because why else would I be back from Chicago? So they welcomed me with open arms, and no parent came in. I signed up, and I was in school, and I was very proud of that. I was working full-time at that time. I'd got a job. I was doing a lot of different things, and I wanted to play baseball too there. And then that was one of my goals there, and it was to play on the baseball team. And then someone had to, at some point, someone had to call the school and tell them that I didn't have a parent that resides there. And the dean happily called me in his office because he didn't like me for some reason, which I didn't blame him. And he proceeded to tell me how he knew that my dad lived in Chicago and my mom was actually moving to Las Vegas. So I had a choice of going to Vegas or going back to Chicago, and I picked option C, none of the above, and wanted to stay down in Bloomington. So I ended up getting my GED, and I ended up going to college later. But it was good times. But anyway, those years kind of shaped me to becoming a man. Like I said, through a lot of trial and error. I had some good relationships, and I had some bad ones because I was immature, lost. Like I said, did a lot of wrong things there. But like I said, I met a lot of great people, and I wouldn't be who I was if I wasn't there. But when I was there, I always knew that I had to go back to Chicago. I knew that I had a calling back, and it wasn't over. I couldn't run away from ever. So I left a lot of good people, people I cared about, and I moved back to Chicago, and that's a big reason why I'm on this path down Reservation Road.